Here they come. It's the Matildas against the Ferns in the final international window of 2025. And we are underway in Adelaide for match 2 of this 2-game series against the Matildas. And it looks like in these opening moments that they are leaving just one up front, Millie Clegg, instead of the 3 that they had on Friday. But here comes Rasso. Rasso going to chip the goalkeeper. Goodness me. Hit the frame of the goal. And Alina Santos there was left watching. She was a spectator. Here's the long ball over the top for the ever-willing Rasso. Rasso gets it onto her left foot and then rolls it into the penalty area. Plays the 1-2. Ball to the back post, and here's the opportunity at that back stick. And Santos has to push the ball behind. Really good combination play this from the Matildas. Look, Rasso, Carpenter had made the run, and it was Ford, I think, at the back post with the header. Kitching, this looks like a pre-arranged move. Here's the cross, and there's a chance for the Ferns, which is well saved by Tegan Micah. It was Nuski, I think it was, who had the effort. But that's a really positive bit of play from New Zealand. Worked the corner well. They knew what they were doing. They knew where their positions were, and almost. Australia have 69% of the possession so far in this game. And Rasso trying to skip through. Here's the shot. Oh! And the opening goal of the game. And just as they did on Friday night, it's the Matildas who opened the scoring once again. And it's Alana Kennedy who has fired home inside the penalty area. 18 minutes on the clock. Matildas 1, Ferns 0. Just from this throw-in, Kerr holds it up. Rasso suddenly had got goal side of Foster. The desperate lunging challenge from Moore just drops to Kennedy. And she makes no mistake, does she? There's their pre-match press conference. Annalie Longo was talking about how Michael Main was going to give opportunities for young players. As Carpenter comes forward, ball's on the edge of the penalty area, and there's space over here. And Ford hits the outside of the post. By Bott and Moore. Very much in this though, the Ferns. Especially when they find gaps like this. Can Riley get there ahead of Hunt? She can't. And she forced her into giving the ball to the Ferns. She's still battling away there, Riley. Carpenter's come across to help out. They haven't particularly cleared it well. Now they will. Taylor's going to get there first for New Zealand, though. Bott's outside of her. Taylor nicks it through, and here's an opportunity for an equaliser. Oh! Well saved, Micah. Wisniewski again in a really good position. And a very good save by Tegan Micah, who was off her line in a flash. Kitching does well. Riley again, full of running. Kitchen's ahead of her. Clegg's gone to the left. Here is Millie Clegg. Onto her right foot, and she'll go for goal. Over the bar. You can see the frustration in her face. Clegg had made an intelligent run, but then cuts inside onto her right. And it was a long way over the bar in the end, but really two really promising passages of play. The Ferns could well be level, in truth be told. And Sam Kerr lays it off for Ford, who's suddenly got a march on and into the penalty area and goes for goal, but puts it wide. Just starting to create one or two opportunities here, Australia. Kerr was at the heart of it. Just lays it off here Ford kept on going. Business just clearing that one away. Foster almost waited too long on the ball, but now she's away. Knocks it down the line again. Riley. What's she got here? Can she get the cross into the penalty area? She can. Oh, there's a Ferns player that went down there. You see on these transition moments that Australia caught the Ferns out a couple times in the first match. The offside flag has gone up against Ford there, though. Great buzz around the ground. Let's have a look. How did she go? Yeah, she's just gone. Moore did well to just check her run. Here comes the substitutions for the Ferns, and it's going to be a significant one as well. Here she comes, Annalie Longo, coming on for Katie Kitchen. Enters the pitch for the final time in a Ferns shirt. 146 caps, nearly 20 years as an international. 5 World Cups, 4 Olympics, a career built on consistency, humility and an unwavering commitment to New Zealand football. This is a moment to savour, a fitting final chapter for one of the greats. She's lived the dream and gets a great reception as well from the crowd. New Zealand football owes her an enormous amount as this remarkable Ferns career comes to a close. And so for one last time, Annalie Longo is on the pitch for the Ford Football Ferns. They've loaded the penalty area again here, Australia. Here it comes. It's a deflection there, and the shot is in to the back of the net. And a brutal reminder of how unforgiving this matchup has been for New Zealand. Just the merest of chances, and Hayley Raso knocks it past Alina Santos to make it Australia 2, Ford Football Ferns 0. Gorry gets back on the edge of the penalty area. Ford goes for goal. Good save, Santos. And put behind by Lara Wall. Now Riley is on the right-hand side of the Ferns midfield now. Pynenberg cycled possession well there, the Ferns. Now Wall, the Phoenix player, left-footed ball into the penalty area. Longo's there, you know. Annalie Longo, nice turn, not a bad cross. Oh, and just onto the roof of the net, off the head of Kelly Brown. What a moment that would have been. Really good play by Longo, who'd made the run, read the bounce, made the space for herself, and then Brown, who's still looking for her first Ferns goal, almost. Applauds the cross, and that's the quality that Annalie Longo has, isn't it? And here she is on the ball, and she's got Riley outside of her, and here is Riley. Can Riley make something of it? She's gone for goal. And I think Kelly Brown would have preferred if she'd returned the ball to her, truth be told. If she'd made a lung-busting run into the penalty area. Look at Brown there in the box. But this second game has certainly shown promise for the Ford Football Ferns. There goes that full-time whistle, and in the end it is Australia who finish on top. But the Ferns showed far more of themselves tonight. They battled, they adjusted, they competed. And goals from Alana Kennedy and Hayley Raso are the difference between the two teams. But on Annalie Longo's final outing for the Ferns, they honoured her career with a performance full of heart. 146 caps, nearly 20 years of service. Thank you, Flea.